Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be for 6.3. It is the notes on Igneous activity. What we're going to do is simply, you have a couple different choices here. The graphic organizer that I said I was going to complete on Monday is going to be what you're going to use to primarily take notes with. Everything that I want you to take notes on is laid out in the graphic organizer. If you don't like the look of, or you don't like how to use my graphic organizer, that's fine too. You're always welcome to go and take these notes Cornell style, so long as you either do them digitally, just go into my last week and take the template from there, or you can go ahead and do them on your own set of paper and pen, take a very clear picture, upload it to Canvas. Other than that, this is how you're going to take care of it. Let's jump into our agenda and scroll down to the assignment. Pardon me, it says notes. We're going to access the notes over here and access the assignment, the actual graphic organizer next to that. The notes look like this. When I get to it and scroll to the top, there you go. The notes look like this. It's a section out of a textbook. I usually don't use the textbooks, but in this case, this is actually very good, concise information about igneous rocks. Information about rocks don't change as fastly as or as quickly as information say about the universe. So this is your graphic. This is your set of notes. I'm going to go back into the agenda. I'm going to click to access the actual assignment over here. When I do that, it asks me to make a copy. And then this pops up, and this is a really funky looking graphic organizer. I'm sure you guys are looking at this and you're like, I'm not going to be able to process that. If that's the case, go ahead and do this paper and pencil or digitally on instead of Cornell notes. Doesn't bother me, but just make sure you're hitting every single point that you see here. This is a document. You're going to go ahead and you're going to eventually delete these red things. They're just there to remind you to put a description and pictures of the stuff that you have. I'm going to keep that one there because that reminds you to answer some questions. And so I'm going to take a look at this, and pretty much it starts at the top. These are the four major categories: formation of magma, extrusive igneous rock, intrusive igneous rock, and then composition and texture, pretty much the characteristics of igneous rocks. And so what I do is I'm going to go through this. I'm going to take a look. So in extrusive igneous rocks, we're going to first define it, give 3 examples of it, and tell me where to find it. For intrusive igneous rocks, I'm going to define it, give 3 types of rocks and where to find it, as well as tell me what batholiths are, laccoliths are, sills are, and dikes are. These are the things, the important vocabulary terms that we're going to use for igneous activity. So I go back into my notes. I'm going to focus down here on, not my notes, my where I get my notes from, the text, the document, and I'm going to go down here to, I'll do textures of, no, I'll go down and do what I promised, the intrusive igneous rocks. So I already did sills for my previous class. I'm going to do dikes for you here, and it says that magma sometimes forces itself through rock layers by following existing vertical fractures or by creating new ones. When the magma solidifies, a dike forms. Dikes cut across layers of rock rather than lying parallel to rock layers. Dikes are commonly found in areas where you have volcanic activity. So if you read about what a sill is a same thing as a dike, except it is parallel to rock layers. You can see it in the image there. And then a dike is perpendicular or not parallel. It's not exactly at 90 degrees, but it goes against the grain of the existing rock structure inside of the earth. So as you see, dikes go diagonal, oblique, up and down, but sills go left and right. And I'm going to take that information with me, and I'm going to bring it back to my graphic organizer, and I'll go down here to dikes. And I think you should keep it in yellow font because there's so many colors going on here. This is the easiest for me to read. Or white, you could change it to white as well. Let's see, so dikes, they are a vertical intrusion in earth that lies at an angle to the existing rock layers. What else? A vertical intrusion in earth that lies at an angle to existing rock layers, often found near volcanoes. Okay, great. I got 2 good pieces of information there for dikes. I'm gonna highlight that because I'm gonna actually make it to a smaller font so I can fit everything on here. And that's how you take care of it, folks. You just go through and you input the information again in your own terms. Paraphrase this information for yourself and for me. And then when you're all done with it, you just submit it to Canvas by Friday, 4 p.m. That is how you take care of the 6.3 notes. I appreciate you sticking through this, folks. Thank you so much.